Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is jerningham here, boys and girls. I had a weird dream last night. I've been going to bed quite late recently. Perhaps I should get my sleeping pattern back to order. I had a weird dream. I trespassed somewhere in a dream with a few friends. I had never known these people before, never seen these people before. But the thing is, we decided to go into this place where we should have allowed to have been. Like someone's garden, house, place. It was like a car park. Police came up to us in the dream and said, what are you doing in there? You're trespassing. You're not allowed to be in here. So the policeman grabbed hold of me and we went to the pub. Then all of a sudden I had a friend in school, which was when I was younger, called Anthony. But I told the police he was called Stephen in the dream. But I was playing in the dream with somebody else, like in a video game. But it wasn't like really real, but it felt real. And the police spoke to him and said, "What's this on you? You've got on here?" And he says, "Oh, it's money and stuff." And the police report was something else. Then all of a sudden, I dreamt at my place while I was here. My friend at the game shop was in the dream as well. Then I had a few people in my dream, like my foster mum, what I was in foster care with. I thought I could see a mist in the garden, but it was not mist. It was just bubbles and soap on the ground. And the guy, like I say, the guy from the game shop was walking outside in the garden trying to find something. I can't remember what he was trying to find, but I'm just trying to think what else happened. There was kind of a few people in the dream. It was very misty and blurry. I couldn't really remember all sorts of things. I remembered half of the dream as I'm saying now. Perhaps it's a sign. Perhaps it's telling me something, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps it's trying to tell me you don't have to be strong all the time and you don't have to fight all the time. People are going to be there to help you, or some people probably won't be. But yeah, that's really the dream that I had. I don't know if you guys and girls, boys and girls, have different dreams. You can't remember them, or you do, or you don't. But for me, that was the dream I had. Moving on from a dream that I had as well, there's a guy from Scotland that went into the army in real life, and he said he turned off Netflix and went to fight to war. So we're going to be watching a bit of that. I mean, some people don't come back from the war in Ukraine and Russia. There may be the last goodbyes. It's very saddening and heartbreaking. But will there be a place on the other side, in heaven? Will there be wars in there? Will there be wars in hell? Will there be peace in heaven? Will there be nice, kind and friendly people? We'll put the video in a minute about the Scottish guy. You know, there's a lot of things you can think about. This is the news channel. Some people do like talking about the news. Everybody's different. I'll just keep doing out the pen. The phone's still filming. Just check to see if the phone is on, which it is. The world can be a crazy place. A lot of friends and families would be scared for their own sons and daughters going in the army, boys and girls. To them, in a way, they're their own kids, which they are. And to see anyone of them get hurt, it's very saddening. But anyway, let's watch the Scottish guy and see what they say.
As a mother, it was very, very tough. A nightmare. We wanted to go and help, and I totally got all that, but I didn't like this feeling, and I didn't expect it to still be so raw, feeling so raw after it.
They thought their boy might not return home from the front line in Ukraine, but Douglas did make it back to the family farm in southwest Scotland.
The helicopters are the worst. You'll hear the... By this point you're crawling up the wall going, not today, please not today.
He had no military training, but still decided he had to go.
I was sat here actually drinking a beer, watching Netflix, made my decision, packed up the stuff and left my job and off I went. I think I'm young enough, I can contribute to a better world.
He was known as Soap, a video game character who was now in the reality of trench warfare.
They shelled the hell out of us. You're sitting in a hole in the ground which is the wrong hit, there's no coming out of it. We've seen it for a few of our guys. Like we get to come home, but they don't. They don't.
The sadness is blended with the exhilaration of liberating villages that have been occupied by Russians.
Yeah, there's like people lined up in the streets with tabletops selling vegetables. There's people starting to rebuild houses. To actually see that, it just made everything worthwhile.
You told me that you were considering whether you go back.
I think I've packed and unpacked that bag several different times to go back to the front to do something else to it. It's and then the effect on the family and friends. It's quite a dilemma.
I think it would be a suicide mission if he did go back to Ukraine. I really do, mentally and physically for him. He's been shot at, nearly killed, concussion. The list goes on. I mean, we're lucky we've got Douglas back, but in Ukraine there's a lot of people that won't be coming back.
This war, which became his war, is far from over.
Well, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, would you make a decision of going in, or would you never go in? Or sometimes you don't want to go in, or you need the money to go in the war. The guy did the same thing, try to help people. And there's nothing wrong with helping people. But sometimes some people are scared up of speaking. You know? And we're on the brink of probably World War III, probably in our country, we never know. Because of the gas prices going up, the electric bills. Some people can't afford to eat or heat. But anyway, tell me what you think. I better go. Thank you for all joining me and listening to my stories. See you next one. Peace. Take it easy.